These last 25 years have been my life. I live it night, day, every day of the week. Who I am is here. And how often do you get to put your stamp on something over such a long period of time?
The ADU is where it is today because Dave literally blazed the trail.
Dave doesn't have a lot of boundaries when it comes to dreams and wishes and hopes. And if you've got a great leader, there should not be boundaries.
This is all his vision and his leadership, and he has definitely set the tone for what we see around our campus.
I don't think this would have happened without Dave's vision and leadership.
I can't imagine anyone else that I know who could have accomplished all that he did in this short period of time.
There's no question he's had a huge amount to do with the success.
God has ways of getting things accomplished, and I believe he's done that with Dr. Greenlaw.
He knows what he wants, and he really goes after it. He's what you would call a strong leader.
Every person that works here affects these students in some way. We all touch their lives. And because he's had a way of affecting everyone that works here, we then pass it on to our students.
We have a strong family community because he is literally the father of that community. He sets the tone for that family that I belong to, that family that is ADU.
Dave, being a family man, has played an important part in creating the culture of ADU. He's never encouraged people to be workaholics or work, 100 hours a week or whatever. And so the idea of being a family man isn't just something that we can admire about him as a leader, but it was a value that he communicated to each of us as well that said, you know what, if you need to be home, go home.
You have to be a spiritual leader to run a faith-based organization as well. And Dave's a spiritual leader. He gets it. He spent a lot of time in church administration and overseas in the mission field. Dave's brought all that life experience, but most importantly, he's brought that heart of a spiritual leader.
If you really believe that there is a God who loves humanity, and you believe that you are creation of God, how can you be anything but? I'm not talking about being human, because we all have our upsides and our downsides. But when you have the responsibility for creating a community and caring for that community, how can you do it in any other way? I think that's one of the basic Christian principles of life.
From the beginning, it's been about the students. It's been about the mission. It's not been about him. It's not been about his ego. It's not been about something bigger that he's trying to build other than what's going to be most supportive to the students, what's going to be most supportive of the mission, and how this institution plays a critical part amongst other very successful institutions in the critical role that it plays.
One person can lead, but one person can't make it happen. So you've got to give people opportunity to own some piece of the organization and let them grow what those pieces you've given them to do, and guide that growth and make it happen. And it's good people who have said, I'll take ownership in something like that.
Well, I think he's an essential part of the history of the college.
Dave built these buildings, not just with his vision, but he knew that you needed more than a blueprint. You had to make sure that it was supervised and that they went up correctly. And I think he did the same thing in building the vision for the college.
A visionary is not somebody who just dreams. A visionary is somebody who has a pretty specific, focused way of seeing the future and getting something there, which Dave clearly has done with ADU.
What a privilege I've had to be able to work this long at one thing, to gather such a wonderful group of people, and to see the work that they produce on a day-by-day basis has tremendous satisfaction for me. Few people get a chance to do that in their life.